Factory workers work long, hard hours for terrible pay and have no rights. We here at the Ripple Effect production team decided to investigate some of these myths.
Here at Aga Marvell, we manufacture high-end kitchen appliances for residential use.
To take a look at manufacturing in the 21st century, we decided to visit a local company here in Rockford called Chaco.
I think we're looking for something different to try and attract younger people to find out more about manufacturing. We've really struggled in the last few years, I think, with manufacturing has somewhat of an image problem.
I thought what a great opportunity this would be for our program to showcase that, as well as a lot of different career paths in precision machining and manufacturing.
It's an exciting way to help students promote operations and careers in manufacturing to their peers.
It sounded like a fun opportunity to learn more about the industry and what it has to offer and kind of the inside of it.
I didn't really know what it was to begin with, and I thought it was just an interesting thing to learn about, and it ended up being really cool.
This was an opportunity to help students become aware of a very vibrant sector of the economy that they may not have thought of otherwise.
We're going to go into a clean environment that is innovating and becoming more involved in technology.
You're frequently asked to produce equipment that may have a very specific need for a very specific application in a very specific product.
We got to see how they made things, and they cleared up a lot of the misconceptions of the factory.
I have grandparents that were in manufacturing a long time ago, and hearing stories about when they were, I just kind of how I expected it to be old and dirty, and then going in there and having all the technology, and it was actually really clean, and it was just a lot different than I expected.
By having the video challenge and with different manufacturers and seeing different environments and different products and the different opportunities, this is a way to proactively attract future talent.
They asked so many questions. They were so fascinated by what we were showing them, and I think it really even opened their eyes beyond what their original presumptions were about what manufacturing can be.
The manufacturing industry has a wide variety of jobs, ranging from entry-level positions working the floor to upper management positions.
I look for people that are detail-oriented, have excellent math skills and reading abilities, people that are dexterous.
We are under pressure to get the job done.
There's a lot of opportunity in manufacturing.
This job has really helped me become more of an adult. I've got insurance, I've got my own car, able to pay my bills, and I really feel like I'm growing.
It changed a lot of our misconceptions that we had. For example, we might have thought that it could have been dirty or monotonous work. However, the shop was extremely clean and the work was challenging to do. You were learning new stuff every single day.
I think I personally learned that when you put an opportunity in front of students with some parameters, but the opportunity for creativity, you really get some great products.
It's interesting to see how young minds work and all the different things. Some of them were, strictly cartoon videos, and some were very serious videos. So it was really fun to see how their minds worked and how they kind of grasped the idea in a lot of different ways, and the creativity that they really brought to the project.
The teamwork that the students collaborating on their ideas, producing the videos and editing it, paralleled really well with some of the skills that we do in our lab on a daily basis. So it was a good mesh.
Making stuff every day has a lot of reward. We get to see our products, whether it be in Tiger Stadium or whether it be in Wrigley Field.
You're learning something new every day. You're having to use your problem-solving skills and always running into challenges that you got to overcome.
I feel like you always learn what's new in technology and how to use it, and I think that'd be really cool.
There's always a need for better products and better design and better technology or integration of technology. So manufacturing will always be and is kind of the driving force behind our economies.
They give good pay, they give you good benefits, they reimburse you if you go to school, which is a really big thing.
It's not just one job you have to do, like putting a bolt in this hole. There are many different career pathways that you can choose from.
There's a lot of opportunities, anything from human resources and accounting and marketing to some very technical fields in engineering and some very technical fields out on the shop floor. So there's a wide variety, it's well paying, and it's really here to stay.
Well, welcome to the screening premiere of the Discover Manufacturing Today video challenge. I hope you enjoyed that Geek Group produced welcoming video. I'm Jay Dunwell, the president of Wolverine Coil Spring, and I'm also the chair of the Manufacturers Council Workforce Development Committee. And it's that committee that a few months ago said, you know what? Our manufacturing companies in this area have some interesting challenges. Our businesses are growing, our demographics are evolving as our baby boomers are retiring, and we really need to get a message out to that emerging student population about these great opportunities in manufacturing. So we noodled on what would be a good way to reach students, and somebody came up with this wonderful idea and said, let's do a video challenge. And let's use that video challenge and the theme of why is a career choice in manufacturing a good career choice, to spawn their creativity, to let them kind of go with it and explore these different opportunities. And what a wonderful job all of you have done to put that together. 36 teams were formed. They then partnered with around 30 businesses to go and explore within those businesses what the manufacturing environment is like, what various career opportunities are like, to talk with those employed in those businesses and see how the career ladders aren't just straight paths, but oftentimes kind of mingle amongst various areas within the businesses. And all of that, I believe these students grasped and saw and experienced, and that career exploration, which is so hard to wiggle out that time and those opportunities in today's very tight curriculums. I think that experience was a very great experience, just to get these students and all of you out in those work environments. But then to see you capture that in these videos, and that was just a montage of what we're going to celebrate today. That, to me, was the theme of this challenge, and I have to say, as an organizer of this, I was very impressed with what you guys put together. You know, what we get to do today is celebrate those achievements. We've got some money that we use to hopefully entice your schools to get more engaged. We have some tokens of appreciation as well and gift cards for the students, but this is really about bringing out the actual videos, and within each of those videos, some of those specific themes that we think resonate in manufacturing today. The work environment, the career paths, the technology that's involved. All of those pieces, I think, come out in some way or another in the videos that you'll see today. To help us with that process, we have a radio personality, celebrity to help us make that happen. Now, I'm not sure, I hate to say it, but I'm more of an NPR listener. That's kind of my vintage, and I tend to not know all the radio personalities in the morning, but I understand his last name is In the Morning, but his first name is Gravy, and I think if you know him by Gravy in the Morning, you'll know who we have the privilege of helping MC tonight's event. So from Hot FM 105.3, let me welcome Gravy to the stage.
And give it up for Jay for doing such a great job as well. All right, I have to be up at 4 a.m., so let's make this quick. All right, I want to make sure everybody has their phones off because I do not want to sick Jay on you if you do not. So make sure all your phones are off. You may be saying, well, this guy's a radio DJ. What could he possibly know about manufacturing? I grew up in Illinois. I've lived here for 6 years. My dad worked at Caterpillar. He raised a whole family, 4 kids on working at Caterpillar. And I kind of, I already had an understanding of how the manufacturing business was. But on Friday, I went to watch the videos that you're about to see. And I learned so much more. I think a lot of us take for granted the stuff that we use on an everyday basis, the seats that we sit in at Major League Baseball games and things like that. So I thought that it was really eye-opening, and I think we should give it up for all the kids who put these videos together and did such an incredible job. All right, so should we start giving away awards and money? I said, should we start giving away awards and money? I just left the casino, so I already got my money. All right, here we go. So for the first award of the night, the school with the most video entries, let's give it up for Rockford High School. And we'd like to invite a representative from the school to come up here to the stage to get your money from Rockford High School. Step on up. What's your name?
Chris DeYoung.
All right, cool. Here's your check.
Hey, thank you very much.
Hold on.
Appreciate it. No, it's empty. Thanks for having us.
It's actually not enough because you guys were also the school with the most video entries per capita, so that would make the check worth $2,000. Let's give it up for Rockford High School. You're a neat freak.
Hey, workplace organization, 5S.
All right, let's watch our first video.
I'm actually newly graduated from Grand Valley State University in the Mechanical Engineering program. I graduated about a year ago. So I have a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and also I have about 4 years of internship experience. It's a very well-rounded atmosphere, actually work experience. I spend probably about half of my time sitting behind my desk, actually designing new products, and then I take those products and walk them through the shop. So I'm not only designing the products, but actually work with the manufacturing team to make sure those products meet expectations and quality standards. Some of the cool products that we've developed are air filtration systems for robotic work cells. We work with a company that actually does paint booths. So we have a large range of different products that we work with: medical, automotive, you name it.
All right, cool. Let's give it up for Kennewill Hills High School, DeWise Manufacturing, and I do want to thank the sponsors, because let's face it, the sponsors help make this event happen. So we do want to thank Amway, Rainier. We also want to recognize all the schools: Caledonia, Cedar Springs, East Kentwood, Forest Hills Eastern, Kenowa Hills, Kent Career Tech Center, Sparta, and Rockford. Thank you to the 27 West Michigan manufacturers who help mentor our students. Let's go ahead and check out video number 2.
Ever since the Industrial Revolution, manufacturing jobs have been essential not only for the United States economy, but for economies worldwide. We were fortunate enough to sit down with the Director of Manufacturing Services from American Seating, a manufacturing company in our own city of Grand Rapids.
Well, American Seating Company manufactures in 2 main divisions, or 2 main industries. One is bus seating. So if you think about buses that are driven around a city, or that are driven to a Tigers game or a casino trip, those seats are most likely made by us here at American Seating. That's one industry we serve. And then the other one would be the fixed seating industry, which would be anything like stadiums or performing arts centers, auditoriums, civic theaters, arenas.
In the past couple of years, manufacturing jobs have been gradually growing. With more job openings comes more job opportunities.
At least over the next 3 to 5 years, things are looking up for manufacturing. In Michigan, and specifically in West Michigan, we have a lot of great manufacturers around here.
Some of the skills needed come naturally to some people. However, some skills are learned from training and education. For most manufacturing companies, education and training beyond high school is necessary.
Manufacturing environment is getting to a place where a college degree is nearly required now to be in a salaried position, certainly not in an hourly position. So first thing would be to go to school beyond high school, whether that be to get an associate's degree, and we have several people in our salaried ranks that have associate's degrees, or to get a 4-year bachelor's degree. Start there. And then while you're pursuing those degree programs, reach out to companies like us, American Seating, or companies of our size, and ask, can I work in the summer? Can I work part-time? Because we offer a variety of paid internships. Now, they don't pay a ton, but they do pay something for people to come in and work 10, 20, 30 hours a week to understand our business and see if it's really something they want to pursue.
Not only does manufacturing provide a good career, but it also provides a good sense of accomplishment, knowing that your products are being used all around the country.
Making stuff every day has a lot of reward. We get to see our products, whether it be in Tiger Stadium, or whether it be in Wrigley Field, or it be in a bus in Chicago, or a bus in New York City. Those are our products that are made right here in Grand Rapids, and that sense of accomplishment in making those products every day is probably the primary reason why I enjoy and will stay in manufacturing.
You too could find that same sense of accomplishment in manufacturing. With this industry on the rise, now is a great time to pursue a career in this field. With the proper skills, a right education, and a strong drive to succeed, you may find a bright future in a company like American Seating.
All right, let's give it up for Rockford High School.
So, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, actually. Are there any steps I can take to move up in the company?
If you succeed in getting more training, or let's say an engineering degree, we will reimburse you.
Oh, I'm happy to hear there's room to grow here.
Happy to provide our workers with a good environment to come to every day.
I can see that. I've never even been in a factory before. I thought things were going to be a lot different.
People that don't know anything about it assume we're a dead-end, dirty job. We're environmentally friendly. We know we've got a good thing. Well, if there are no more questions, we'll call it a day.
Why choose manufacturing? We'd like to ask Caledonia High School to come on down here and get a nice check for yourself. You have anybody here from Caledonia High School? A little old for high school, aren't you? Come on up. It's not so sturdy, though. All right, let's give it up. Nice check, $1,500 for Caledonia. And a nice award as well. Now, you know, they were talking about, you know, what they would think and the things that they would, you know, what would be like their first day. Yeah. Did they get the answers to all their questions?
Yeah. The mentors that we worked with were very helpful, and they would taught my students a ton.
Yeah, and also we do want to mention that the way they got this award was by Facebook likes, so they're all about the social networking.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Do you have a Facebook?
I just made one, yeah.
Okay. How about Twitter?
I made one of those too.
All right. Well, you're getting pretty good at that. And so, do you know how the kids plan on spending the money?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of cool. We're gonna use our money to fund a silkscreen setup, like a studio, and we're gonna manufacture ourselves because we have a art curriculum, but it's just another way to kind of output our designs. So.
All right. Let's give it up for them. Congratulations. And she's gonna give you something else. All right, and we do want to thank you to Wolverine, Coil Spring, and D&M Metals as well. Let's go ahead and check out the third video.
I'm Keith Mackey, Director of Marketing for the Cascade family of companies. You know, manufacturing is so exciting now because there's so many different areas you can get into. And if you take the idea of a product and what goes into making it, people may have an artistic or creative product design and development capability. You have an engineering capability who executes the product design. You're frequently asked to produce equipment that may have a very specific need for a very specific application in a very specific product line. You can be a successful manufacturing company, but also be good to your employees at the same time. And through that job opportunity, they can progress through a variety of stages in manufacturing operations, and it assures them of a career. So the key there is not just a job or a part-time opportunity, it's a career. When you think about manufacturing, you can't think only about those people that are working putting the parts together. It backs up to be a pretty substantial line. I would just say there's just many opportunities in manufacturing, so your skill set kind of decides what avenue you might take, but there's plenty of opportunity.
All right, so let's give it up one more time for Forest Hills Eastern. You guys did a great job. And let's go ahead and move on to video number 4.
My name is Chris Williams. I'm the president and CEO of MedBio. We manufacture products for medical devices and biotechnology industry. So most of our devices are disposable, single-use products that are used in multiple disciplines in medicine and also in biotechnology industries.
We don't know from day to day, what types of projects we're going to take on. So sometimes you work on parts or get to work on programs that come from areas or companies that are very unique and cutting edge. So it's neat getting to see some of that stuff.
It would be important for them to be have very good attention to detail, good eyesight, and work with their hands, able to identify defects are very important characteristics of an operator.
I have the honor of getting to do more of the more difficult jobs. This job has really helped me become more of an adult. Like now I've got insurance, I've got my own car, able to pay my bills. I really feel like I'm growing.
When you're making medical devices, you aren't making Burger King toys, you make a mistake, somebody could die from your mistake here. So it's very important that you have a good team attitude and a good attitude towards making a quality product. At the end of the day, you feel pretty productive if you know you're making 1 million parts that are going out into medical devices that help people have good outcomes.
You know, it pays pretty decently straight out of high school. The science behind plastic is always interesting, always held my attention.
Our competitiveness in manufacturing is just going to increase as technology increases. People might have a preconceived notion of old dirty factories and not much high-tech going on in those factories. We don't have enough young people going into engineering. It sounds hard. I don't like math. I mean, you hear all of that stuff, but engineering teaches a very fundamental set of ways to approach a problem. And if we can keep growing the company and keep adding jobs in this industry, especially manufacturing jobs, they're value added. It's not service industry. We take something and we convert it into a product.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Rockford High School. All right, and let's go ahead and show the first place winner of the popular vote.
Welcome, everyone, to South Peak Elementary's Career Day. Let's welcome our guests. These workers are here to answer any questions you might have, so who has the first question?
Do you make like $1 million at Nike?
Yeah, I make quite a bit of money. However, even though the great paycheck is a good incentive to work hard, sometimes I just can't do it.
How about you, Mr. Manufacturer? I bet you don't get much.
Well, actually, our workers make more than the average American.
Mr. Doctor, do you have to keep your office really clean because of all the sick people?
Why, yes, we keep the office very clean, but being a doctor takes a lot of patience.
Mr. Manufacturer, do you ever clean your factory? I always thought factories were dark and dirty.
Actually, we keep our factory as clean as possible because a clean factory is a safe factory.
What do you do, Mr. Pool Guy?
We work on pools. We clean them, fix filters, and just do your basic pool maintenance.
Wow, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, I take great pride in my work. However, sometimes those big pools can be real draining.
Do you even like your job at all, Mr. Manufacturer?
We actually take great pride in our work. We have even worked on the New York Mets Stadium. In fact, we have even made chairs you're sitting in right now.
So not only did they take away the first place, but also the second place for the popular vote. Let's give it up for that as well. And we also want to invite up the companies as well that helped make this happen. So we would like to call up GR Spring and Stamping, who was part of the second place winner for the popular vote. And we'd also like to call up Irwin Seating as well, please. What's your name?
Harry?
All right, that's good. You're not shy. Are you on Facebook?
No.
Okay, well, you will be eventually. I bet you'll get it faster than he will.
On the screen said Harrison Quinnell on there. Yeah, for me, yeah.
That was his voice on. You did a very good job. Did you like seeing your voice on the big screen?
Yep.
All right.
Careful, Dave.
So what was it like having them do the whole video for you?
I tell you, it was interesting to see their perspective, not seeing a manufacturing site before, and you know, they're just soaking it all in. It was really interesting to get their take through the video on how they perceive manufacturing. It was really great.
All right, thank you very much, Dan from GR Spring and Stamping, and congratulations once again to Caledonia High School. Any final words?
No.
All right. Look, everybody left you. All right. All right, let's go ahead and watch the next video.
There's an estimated 139,415,000 jobs just in the United States alone. But that's still not enough to support the growing middle class. Many Americans that don't have jobs don't think they have the time and the money to get an education or a job at a place that pays well and is in need of workers. Down here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the Terryberry Manufacturing Company has been helping more than 25,000 clients all over the world.
Well, from what I could tell, most of the people out there look at manufacturing jobs as primarily blue-collar jobs as opposed to what they really are, which is highly skilled positions, at least in our environment. If we're targeting specifically manufacturing employees, I look for people that are detail-oriented, have excellent math skills and reading abilities, people that are dexterous with their hands and nimble with their fingers because we deal with a lot of small parts, and any other skills that they might bring to the table that could be applicable in the form of diving or something along those lines.
By going into manufacturing, you will be helping to start a positive economic growth for the sake of our country.
This one has everything that I could really hope for in a job. Like I said, the pay is really good. The people I work with and work for are very, very good people. Full benefits. Down the line, you realize that full benefits are a very, very vital part of growing up in adulthood. And this job provides all of that.
In CNN's 2012 Best Jobs study, less than 5% of jobs showed a relation to direct manufacturing. Manufacturing has evolved in order to create a better image and build a better understanding of the dignity, good pay, and personal satisfaction careers that the industry has to offer.
The workforce that we have is very dedicated to what they do. They are willing to do whatever is necessary to get our products out the door and service our customers. It's been like that for a long, long time.
In addition to manufacturing, going into a well-paid, well-organized job will help give you the benefits you need to increase manufacturing with a wider industrial economic growth and help the United States prosper.
I want to invite up Kevin Douglas from Amway to announce the second place winner. Kevin, if you could please come on up. Let's give it up for Kevin. Amway does a lot of great things for our community.
Oh, thank you very much. If I can find it. I need help.
All right.
Is it?
Okay, so you're going to be right here.
Okay. All right. The second place winner, sorry for the confusion, is MedBio, Inc. by Rockford High School. Let's give it up. Excellent. Anybody from Rockford? Excellent. Second place is $1,500. You have plans for it yet?
Oh, it's already spent.
What did you spend it on?
We'll probably go into more equipment.
What kind of equipment?
Oh, new video stuff, all new toys.
All right, excellent. Congratulations. Thank you.
And how you guys have so much money going on so far? How are they going to spend it?
Oh, we have a large group of students, so they go through equipment quite quick.
Okay.
Yep.
But they do take care of the equipment, right?
For the most part.
Okay. That's a very good answer.
They try.
All right, well, thank you. Let's give it up one more time. They've done such a great job at Rockford High School. All right, I'd like to invite up here from Med Bio, Chris Williams. Let's give it up for Chris. Chris is way up there in the nosebleeds.
What do you want me to say? That's your job to ask the question.
I'll ask the question. Well, MedBio was one of the mentoring companies.
Yes.
And we appreciate that. And just a quick question, what was the most exciting thing or the thing that took you most by surprise of how the students approached this project?
The thing that probably impressed me the most about the students was how they put together the video. When I actually watched it, I was impressed with how they mixed the video and the audio, overlaid my voice talking with my employees. It was a lot better job than I honestly thought was going to happen. I was really impressed. The students from Rockford did a really professional job on our video. So.
Excellent. Well, we thank you for your support.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Kevin, you're so much better at this than I am. We're going to have you do this next time. And we do want to also thank our second prize sponsors, Wolverine Coil Springs and DNM Metals as well. If you could give it up for them as well, please. And I've done a lot of stuff with Kent Career Tech Center, and they do so much good with the kids around here. So I'd like to invite up John Krause, the principal of Kent Career Tech Center, to announce the winner.
Thank you, Gravy. You get up early, you get up earlier than I do, but I listen to you on the way in. So, I knew you were going to the casino. I thought about, throwing you $20 or so. But, no, on behalf of Kent Career Tech Center, which is a part of the Kent ISD, it was our pleasure not only to have students compete in this contest, but also to be assisting and organizing and getting the word out to the students, because as a career and technical education school, which is what we are, which services Kent County, this really embodies what we try to do in terms of partnering business and industry with the high school student to really help them find their path. And so we couldn't be more proud to be a part of the contest. And it's my pleasure at this point to announce the winner of the grand prize, Assembling Lives by Forest Hills Eastern High School. So Forest Hills Eastern High School. The featured company is Cascade Engineering, and the prize is $2,500. Congratulations. Congratulations. Guys, do you have a plan for how the money will be spent, or for the school?
We definitely wanted to give our broadcasting teacher a new green screen, because she's definitely been wanting that. So that's what we're looking to put this towards. And new equipment as well, new cameras. So.
I definitely think so. I think that's the best thing to do with all this new money.
Congratulations. Gravy, you have any further questions?
No, congratulations, and I think it's really great that they're giving it to broadcasting, of course. And you know, you guys have quite a bit of money here to use, and you know, I have to say, quite an experience to actually be there and seeing it all happen right before your face.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what made it for us. That's what inspired us to do this, was just actually seeing it firsthand. It made us want to, you know, make a quality video out of it.
It's going to be interesting when you try to take this check to the bank, by the way.
A little big.
All right, let's give it up for Forest Hills Eastern. And also, let's give it up for John Kraus as well, principal of Kent Career Tech Center. They do a lot of great stuff there. And we also like to invite up Cascade Engineering to the stage. Keith Mackey, please. Let's give it up for Keith. Now, what did you think of this experience of working with the kids?
Ian and Connor were just fabulous. You know, we gave them a glimpse of what Cascade Engineering was all about, very, very top level. And they absorbed it and picked it up and just did an excellent job. Even assembling lives, the title is just really intuitive and creative. So it was a pleasure.
And it was something that I was mentioning to them. It seems like, you know, the employees are very well taken care of there. It seems like you guys will go the extra mile just to keep good employees in your building.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a philosophy that every human being is valued and has value, not just for what they do at Cascade, but for who they are as human beings. So.
All right, let's give it up for Keith. Thank you very much. Cascade Engineering. And we do want to thank our first prize sponsor, Davidson Plyforms and Genesis Seating. And then also ADEC Automotive as well. And also we want to thank Terryberry for the awards and plaques that were given here, right here today. All right, I'm going to let Jay take over. It's been an honor to be a part of this event. And, you know, I have to tell you, like I said at the beginning, really opened my eyes to see, you know, all the different things that manufacturing offers. You know, like I said, when I grew up, my dad worked at Caterpillar and I seen it. But to see how the computers and how, you know, things that we use on an everyday basis that we never even think about are made right here in our community is really incredible. So it's an honor to be a part of this event. So thank you for having me. I'm going to hand it on over to Jay.
Great. Thank you. Well, I learned something from a professional. If your hands aren't sore from clapping all this time, let's give it up for Gravy, because he really knows how to get the crowd going. I'm learning, you know, I'm a manufacturer. I'll figure this stuff out. But, you know, I couldn't be more pleased. When we spawned this idea and we're hoping to get this message out about career opportunities in manufacturing, we had no idea if we'd get 1 or 2 videos or dozens. And thank goodness we got dozens. And not only did we get dozens, we got dozens of good ones. So I think if we can one more time, give it up for all of those videos that did such a nice job of spreading that message. All right, are those biceps hanging in there? For this is the long list of, oh gosh, we got a few folks that helped put all this stuff together. We just have to go through. You know, the elite sponsors, Amway and Rainier, they were the ones that really helped fund this. Thank you, Amway and Rainier. All the schools and the organizers at the schools, I know some of them are in attendance today and others weren't able to join us, but that's a lot of work to organize those schools and all the forms they had to sign. So let's give it up for those volunteers at the schools. Speaking of which, we do have certificates of achievement for all the students that participated, so if they could pick those up at the registration table on the way out, that would be great. The Celebration Cinema staff, let's give them a thank you. This is a great setup on the big screen, isn't that wonderful? And finally, I had a great planning team to work with, and you met Kevin Douglas, who gave away the 2nd place award. I'd like to thank Kevin again. Thank you very much for all your help. And as Gravy was saying, John Kraus and all the help from Kent Career Technical Center, they were invaluable in helping us connect to the students in the schools. Thank you very much, John. And this is technology. I know manufacturing is pretty high tech, but putting all these videos up on a website and putting all this stuff together today, Charlie McGrath of DVS, thank you, Charlie McGrath. You made that happen. And let's be honest, it wouldn't happen without two people that really, morning, noon, and night, put all this stuff together. And one of them was actually the one who brought the idea from Louisiana to West Michigan, and we churned it into our little Discover Manufacturing Today video challenge. So I would like to invite Kristen to come join me, and we have a little memento of our thank you for all of Kristen Etkin's help in putting this together. It's coming. There you go. And Kristen's counterpart in making this all happen is Natalia Powers. She works with The Right Place and is a great organizer of all the details and keeping us on script and keeping Gravy organized and myself organized. Natalia Powers, thank you so much for all of your help. Sure. Hey. Come on, come on. Thank you both. Thank you. That's great. Well, that concludes it. The Discover Manufacturing Today website, www.discover-manufacturing.com. That is where some things are going to go. I got to tell them about that.
I know. So Jay and I worked so long together on this project. Jay Dunwell sponsored all the meetings, and we connected so well through this project.
Yeah,
we wore the uniform today.
That's right.
So,
That's right. Didn't everyone get the memo?
but nobody thanked Jay. Jay did an awesome job as well.
Thank you. I had a great team. It's been a lot of fun. But we want this to have some legs to it. So the www.discover-manufacturing.com website, where all these videos were posted, it's going to morph in the next few days to a banner highlighting all of the winning videos, along with that collage or montage that you saw at the beginning of tonight's performance, along with our educational partners. And they can't be thanked enough for all of the support they give throughout the year. GRCC, Ferris, all the Grand Valley, all the community colleges and institutions in the area. We'll have links on that website to some of the training programs so that students can look for further opportunities in the manufacturing sector. The other side of that will be if there's some job opportunities, we'll have some links to Michigan Work. So there might be some employers out there that if individuals are ready to look for internships or work opportunities, there'll be links for that as well. So this is Discover Manufacturing Today Video Challenge. Thanks so much for coming, and I hope you enjoyed it.